Ibrahim Traoré, issue stern. Warning to Netanyahu, a defining moment for Africa's sovereignty. In a development that has sent ripples through diplomatic circles across Africa and beyond, President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso issued a bold and unequivocal warning to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This was no hushed remark behind closed doors. It was a clear, deliberate, and unscripted statement delivered live on national television, and it struck a global nerve. We see you, and we will respond. These were the words that marked a turning point. More than just rhetoric, they were a declaration from one of Africa's most outspoken leaders to a prime minister often accused of acting with impunity. So, what exactly did President Traoré say, and why has this moment captured global attention? The spark. A statement that shook the continent. The tension began when a controversial statement, allegedly made by Netanyahu, appeared to warn unnamed African leaders to stay in line or face consequences. Although Israeli officials later claimed the quote was taken out of context, the damage had already been done. Across Africa, the remark was perceived as a veiled threat, an echo of colonial arrogance. President Traoré, known for his firm stance on African sovereignty, did not wait for clarification. At a high-level press briefing in Ouagadougou, he leaned into the microphone, stared directly into the camera, not at his cabinet, not at his citizens, but at Benjamin Netanyahu himself. "We are no longer colonies," Traoré declared. "We are sovereign states, and if any foreign leader believes they can threaten Africa into submission, they are gravely mistaken." Then, his tone sharpened. "Let this be clear to Mr. Netanyahu. Burkina Faso does not answer to Tel Aviv. We do not answer to Washington, and we do not answer to any force that believes it can buy or bomb its way into our soil." The room went silent. The message was clear. This was not just about Burkina Faso. It was a stand for the entire continent. If you come for one of us, you come for all of us. Africa is not yours to threaten. The aftershock. A viral uprising. Within minutes, the clip went viral across social media. Pan-African communities, resistance movements, and global human rights groups shared it widely. It wasn't just what President Traoré said, it was how he said it. Calm, fierce, and unapologetically direct. While Israel's foreign ministry declined to comment, and Western media offered minimal coverage, the African continent was already responding. In Mali, Colonel Assimi Goïta reposted the clip. In Guinea, President Mamadi Doumbouya echoed Traoré's message in a public statement. Across African Telegram channels and social platforms, hashtags like #WonderAfrica, "Will Not Bow," and "We Stand with Traoré" began trending. What Netanyahu may have intended as a political signal had now triggered a pan-African response. This was no longer about diplomacy. It was about dignity, a new voice for a new era. For many across the continent, Ibrahim Traoré is emerging as more than just the leader of Burkina Faso. He is becoming a symbol of a broader African defiance against foreign interference, exploitative relationships, and diplomatic hypocrisy. His message wasn't just directed at Israel, it was directed at every power that still treats Africa as a pawn on the geopolitical chessboard. And the timing was no accident. With the Sahel alliance gaining momentum, and France being pushed out of several African territories, a shift is underway, a shift toward African nations defining their futures, their alliances, and their borders on their own terms. "We're not just rising, we're remembering who we are," Traoré declared. His final line, spoken without notes, hesitation, or diplomatic filters, still echoes. "If you think Africa will remain silent while its people are threatened, think again." The silence and the signal. Netanyahu has yet to respond publicly. B. The silence and the signal. Netanyahu has yet to respond publicly. But in diplomacy, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Traoré, meanwhile, has already moved on to his next challenge, leading not just a country, but what many are calling a continental awakening. This is Traoré uprising. We don't report for clicks. We report for truth. If you believe in a sovereign Africa, if you believe voices like President Traoré's deserve to be heard, subscribe, like, and share this message.